Good morning, everybody. Welcome all to another episode of the WPD Ken 10. Actually, sorry. Oops, this is not the WPD Ken 10 radio show. Sorry. But this is your boy David Wright, aka Bishop Down, and I'm doing a video about boxing again. So basically, I just want to talk about let's start, or let's stop talking about Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Let's stop talking about Spence versus Crawford, because those fights, it's old news now. It's old news now. We already know that eventually Errol Spence may fight Crawford. Maybe, we don't know. That's what Spence wants. We don't know if that's what Crawford wants. Maybe Crawford does, but I don't know. We don't really know about what Crawford's doing, but Crawford knows what he's doing, and that's what's important. Spence knows what they're doing. So, what I mean? If the fight happens, the fight happens, but I think it's just old news now. Everybody talks about it, everybody try to hype it up, but no more. We shouldn't talk about that no more, in my opinion. And then Pacquiao versus Mayweather, that already happened. That already happened. And apparently these two still have something with each other. They want to fight. They don't want to fight. Pacquiao still fighting. Mayweather's doing exhibitions. They're both doing their thing. You know what I mean? Legacy versus money, right? But for my 2 cents, we don't need to talk about that no more. We need to move on. We need to move on and talk about the fight that I think most people want. I think everybody wants to see this fight, but nobody's talking it up very much. I don't know why. But for me, I've already moved on. The fight that I want to see is Tank Davis versus Teofimo Lopez Jr. That is the fight that needs to happen. I believe that's like the mega fight right now. It may not be like a super money fight. There's money in that fight. I know it, but that's a mega fight. I mean, you got two young, undefeated champions in the same weight class, and they can both move up to 140. Well, Tank's moving up to 140 for a champ, just to fight burials. But you know what I mean. Teofimo can be at 142, but they're both right now at 135. They sparred each other. They know each other. I mean, that is a good fight. They're both coming into their own. Tank's a little bit older, but I mean, you got power and speed versus power and speed. Power and speed versus power and speed. Accuracy, boxing ability, what do you want to call the fast twitch muscles, whatever. I don't know who the fuck came up with that shit. That's just some dumb shit. Fast twitch muscles. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I mean, I'm not a person that promotes or talks about anyway, we won't even say that, but it just sounds just weird to me. But I'm just like, these two guys are the ones that need to fight. This is the fight that we need to talk about. I mean, Haney's fine, but I mean, Haney's in his own league or whatever, right? I mean, he's just like, he's a great boxer, you know what I mean? But he's in his own league, you know what I mean? Personally, I think Tank or Lopez would beat Haney. I think they may punish him, in my opinion. I'm just trying to see who else is there. There's like nobody else. No, those are the two right there. That's what I'm thinking. Like, those are the two. You got you know what I mean, Josh Taylor. Congratulations, he's unified champion. But who's he gonna fight? You know what I mean? At 140, he's not gonna fight Teofimo Lopez. He's not gonna fight Tank Davis. They're trying to line him up to fight Crawford, which I don't know why those two need to fight. There's nothing for Crawford to. I mean, they want to say two unified champions fighting, but Josh Taylor's 140 pounds. Um, Crawford's 147. Crawford's much. Well, Crawford's bigger than him. Especially now he's been campaigning at 147. So why would those two even need to fight? Um, you know what I mean? We don't really care. We don't care about Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford fighting. That really doesn't. I mean, it's a good fight, but that's not a fight we need to be talking about. It needs. It's a fight we need to be talking about. Is Gervonta Tank Davis fighting Teofimo the Takeover Lopez Jr. That's the fight that needs to happen. That's the real fight that needs to happen, and to see who's really, you know what I mean, the best of the. That's the best of the best. That's the best of the best. Those two young gentlemen. That's what we need to talk about. You know what I mean? Mayweather and Pacquiao, they're great. You know what I mean? But their time in the spotlight is done. It's over. You know what I mean? Even, you know what I mean, Pacquiao's fighting Spence or whatever, that's fine. You know what I mean? May the best man win that fight. But you know, Pacquiao's um Pacquiao's legacy. You know what I mean? Let the legacy let the legacy do what the legacy do. Um Mayweather's money. Let money do what money do. Um Spence and Crawford, so what? You know what I mean? Like I said, so what? I'm just like tired of it because it's like that's not the fight. That's not the fight now. I mean, it was, but it's not the fight now. Like, you know what I mean? That would be the Davis versus Lopez fight would be a great fight for boxing fans, especially boxing fans of this generation, to actually have a fight where two of the young, battle hardened, you know, experienced young fighters face each other. You know what I mean? Like they haven't had that since the fabulous or the Fat Four fought each other. You know what I mean? Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler and marvelous Marvin Hagler, um, Robert Durant and Tommy Hearns. Like, we haven't had that since that time. It's about time we had those guys fight. I mean, you could. I mean, I don't think we'll have another four like that in that era. I mean, you want to say Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, but those two, it's just like, eh. You know what I mean? I don't think they're. You know what I mean? This is just my opinion, though. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking those guys at all. You know what I mean? I don't knock any boxer, and forgive me if I sound like that, because these guys work their ass off. They put their lives on the line. They do what, you know, normal people don't do. You know what I mean? And I commend them for that. And if they're respectable people, then they deserve respect. You know. So, but I don't know. Like I said, but like, I mean, you could argue that they could be the next four if they fight each other around this time. You could include Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. I mean, they're all around the same weight anyway. So, but I want to see Davis versus Lopez. That's the fight that I want to see. Cause I feel like if we get that fight, then it's possible that we can get those other fights that we want. We can put the Haneys and the Garcias in there. We could probably do that. I mean, it's a battle royal right there, baby. But that's the fight that I want to see. So, no more Maypac, no more Spence Crawford. Those guys are on their own thing right now. And notice I didn't mention any other guys. You know what I mean? You know who I'm talking about. The other one. Because it's just like, yeah. Yeah. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I gotta go to work. I decided I'd come in and do a little video real quick about my opinion of what's going on. Alright, I'm out. Peace.